see. Are we live yet? I'm not sure if we are live yet. We might be. We should be. Yes, I think we are live now. Wonderful. Welcome. Welcome to the outskirts of Akihabara, where I will start today's walk. And I plan to make this walk, I don't know, I intend to make it a long one, because it's been a long time since I had a long walk. Well, actually my last stream was 2.5 hours, which is fairly long. But today I think I will try to beat that. I'm thinking about a little walk from Akihabara to Shinjuku. So I wonder if we can make that happen. That's quite long, quite far, but I think it will be nice. I think it could be a nice little afternoon and evening adventure. It is currently 4:30 in the afternoon, 25 degrees here. It feels a bit like summer. It's kind of humid and a bit sticky in the air, but still bearable, not too hot. So yeah, let's walk and see how far we make it. If we can make it all the way to Shinjuku and, you know, wrap things up there at night when it's dark and beautiful, that would be nice. Let's see. I hope you will motivate me with plenty of super chats today. That will increase the chance of me making it all the way. Also, let's hope that the battery holds up. For those who wonder, I'm not using that external mic today because it's not windy at all. And I also noticed that using that mic drains the battery a little bit faster. And since I intend to walk quite far today, I thought, let's not use it today. So I hope you can hear me well, either way. And I hope that the wind won't cause any issues today. Let me just check something. No, I can't. Never mind. Okay. I always like the light at this time of day on that little street. And as always, if you have any requests on the way, feel free to let me know and I will do my best to make those happen. Yeah. Other than that, I think we're looking at something in the magnitude of about 3 hours of walk today. So hope you will be staying with me and cheering me on during the entire walk. Let's cross here. Oh, hey, Özlem. You're the one I met in Kyoto, right? Good to see you here. Ray, okay, maybe that kind of request is not something I will honor. Which route are you taking? I'm thinking Kagurazaka, Waseda, that kind of route. But I'm not sure. And who knows? I'll leave it open for now, but that was one route that I was considering. Is this Akihabara? Yes, it is indeed Akihabara. Here's the AKB48 theater. And a very sad little child crying next to me. Request world peace. Yeah, I do totally agree with you. I'm afraid that there's not too much that I can do with my streams in order to accomplish that goal, but I certainly wish the same. You think you'll do a stream in Yokohama before you leave? I don't know. Actually, it was this close that today's stream would be from Yokohama, because I spent the earlier half of the day with my family, and we had some idea to go to the Anpanman Museum with my daughter because she loves Anpanman so much. So we were thinking about going there today, and that's in Yokohama. But we ended up changing our plan and spent the day here in Tokyo instead. So yeah, but hopefully at some point before I leave, I hope to make it to Yokohama again. It's a nice city, and it's been a while since I was there. And yes, I am planning to do a beer break today. Finally, I'm not on medication anymore, so I can drink beer. So there will be a beer break. There will be a beer break. Am I still sick? I don't think so. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. So once we pass this green bridge here, I will turn right and follow the river for a while. Yari, I don't understand that joke, but maybe it's funny for Finnish people. Maybe it's something that Swedes don't understand. Mahuta means hitting, I see, yeah. Without that knowledge, that joke doesn't make much sense. So no wonder I didn't understand it. So, the old Sega arcade, which has now been rebranded Gigo. Garfield, yay, thank you very much, and thank you for the motivational donation, thank you. That increased the likelihood of me making it all the way to Shinjuku by a little bit. So, let's see, I think we can make that happen today. So let's walk down this way. Very nice lights. There's another game center or arcade that used to be a Sega one, but yeah, obviously there's no Sega arcades anymore. Hi chat, hi quiet. Hello, good to see you here. And everybody else. just been 10 minutes, but we're already almost at 200 people. Great! Thanks for joining me today. Here. Are the games inside Gigo the same ones as previously in Sega? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I haven't really been much to Sega arcades even before the name change, because I didn't really think that they were that great. I prefer Taito's arcades actually. Their game selection usually was more in line with my taste. But they did have the Sega arcades also had games from many different companies, not only Sega. So yeah. Yes, I had to do a little dash there. So little map update. Here. So we started the walk here, Suehirocho station, which is just at the edge of Akihabara. Then I walked down the main street and turned here. And now I will follow this river for a while towards Ochanomizu, maybe even towards Suidobashi. I'm not sure. Let's see where we will end up. Timing is a bit more Western friendly than many Japanese streamers. Well, it depends what you mean by Western friendly, because this time is good for European viewers, but it's not very good for American viewers, I guess. I often stream earlier in the day, Japan time, which is too early for European viewers, but tend to be better for those in Europe, or in the US. So yeah, it's difficult when you have a global audience. It's difficult to please everyone, but ideally I want to do, mix things up a little bit so that people can watch at least some streams every month. Gigo means get into the gaming oasis. Wow, that's a really crappy slogan, if you ask me. That's really bad. Seems like Japan is going to open for tourists from July. Yeah, there's some talk about it, but it's probably not gonna be open for everybody from July. But hopefully it will be a first step towards a general reopening. But I don't think any details has been confirmed yet, so I think, should we walk through here? We did that before, right? The Yushimaseido, Shrine of Confucius. It's a pretty beautiful place. And by walking through here, we can get upstairs to the bridge we just saw. Oh, it smells so nice. It was raining like all day yesterday, quite a lot. So it's still wet, but the rain stopped a few hours ago. But you can really smell the, the wet soil, and yeah. David, I'm not sick anymore. There will be beer. There's beer today. Nice light on this statue. Hey Kyushu Live. Hey Nick. Great, thanks for joining me the other day. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Can we get the view from the bridge with a good view of the train tracks? That's a great request, Kenneth. Absolutely, let's do that. And thank you, 2 Minute Noodle. Thank you so much for the generous super chat. Highly appreciated. One more step towards me making it all the way to Shinjuku. Look at this spider web, the backlit spider web. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. And yes, Kyushu Live. I hope we can stream together again sometime. Maybe next time in Kyushu. I hope that you managed to get some new viewers after our collaboration. I hope that some of my viewers who didn't know about your channel subscribed. If you haven't, you should check out like me, but as the name implies, he's based in Kyushu, so quite a different setting from my walks. Also, you should also subscribe to Bit of a Wonder, because he is this channel's mega sponsor, mega supporter, and you will find the link to his channel in the video description. He does live walks as well, but he's based in the US, so you can go on live walks everywhere these days by following some of my friends. So here's the place with the nice view of the train tracks. So let's idle here for a few minutes. Hopefully we'll catch a view with trains on all the tracks at some point. That'd be nice. Here's a little Marunouchi line train coming. Daniel and Yuka is here too. Great to see you. Hope to see you guys again soon as well. One question, is there any peculiar why to cities in Scandinavia? The one that comes on my mind would be raccoons. I don't think we have raccoons in Sweden or in Scandinavia, but you can actually see them even in central Tokyo sometimes. So that's maybe, yeah, somewhat unique or exotic for a Swede like me. Another train. I really like those Marunouchi line trains. The red color is very kind of retro, charming. Shinjuku here? No. Shinjuku is about 2 hours away, but if everything goes according to plan, I will walk all the way to Shinjuku today. So I guess I should keep on walking rather than just stopping here, because I think I'm worried that battery might become the limiting factor today. I have 89% now. It was like 92, 93 when I started today's walk. So hope that will be enough for like 3 hours of streaming. What's your secondary phone now that you sold your S21 Ultra? No, I still have the S21 Ultra. I didn't find a buyer I think I might keep it as my secondary phone. I mean, it's a little bit too expensive and fancy for that, but yeah, what the heck. It's maybe good to have it as an emergency backup as well if something happens to my iPhone. I know that the Samsung is also capable of streaming. Two-hour walking, coming. I think more like 3 hours actually. Yeah, it gets dark around 7, so ideally I want to stream until it gets dark. That's what I'm hoping for. Now that I'm well again and I can have a beer break at some point, and it's like it's been a long time since I did a long stream through central Tokyo. Now we're at Ochanamizu station here. David, 3 hour. Yeah. Well, it's okay. You don't need to watch all of it. However, I would be very pleased if you do. But if you have more important things to do on your weekend, I totally understand and respect that. Oh, nice little crepe food truck. Looked like something you could find at a amusement park. Let me check the map. I'm not sure if I should actually be on this side of the river or other side. Or river, I don't know. Canal, moat, whatever. Yeah, I think this side is more interesting. Then we will pass Tokyo Dome City a little bit further down here. Do you see inside a Tokyo toilet today? I don't think so. I don't think so. If I have to go to the bathroom, I will probably just switch off the the video feed. But I did go to the bathroom just before I started the stream, so fingers crossed that my bladder will be strong enough for today, even if we do have a beer break somewhere along the way. Yeah, plenty of cones here. That's good. That's good. That means that we are in safe hands. Cones are protecting us from everything that's bad in this world. This is a dental university. Which I think I do. Yeah. Tokyo, okay, here it says in English. Tokyo Medical and Dental. Okay, so not only dental. Yeah, actually this area and the moat here has also been like a construction zone for so long now. There's always been some work going on here, it feels like. Yeah, lots of students around here because there's many universities, not just this one, but also down here we have several other universities. I think that's also a university. So I guess if you come here on a weekday, there might be lots of students around. I don't know if you can hear it, but they're playing the 5 o'clock melody now. Good to hear that my mics did pick up that melody. So question is, where should I go from here? I might want to continue actually along the moat here for a little bit longer. Or let's walk up one block and see. I'm too restless to wait for the traffic light to turn green, so I'd rather change the route a little bit. What does slow mode mean? It means that you can only post every X number of seconds in the chat. So I think I set it to 15 seconds, which shouldn't be a problem to most people, but it does help bots and spammers around. I think we are just passing 300 viewers. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining what I think will be quite a long walk, and I'm dashing across here. Okay. Another TE dash. Second TE dash of this stream. Is Japan ready to accept tourists now? No, not yet. But there's some whispers about maybe they will open up to some tour groups quite soon. But for general visitors, not yet. Oh, thank you, Tony G. Thank you for the very generous super chat. Thank you. Another good piece of motivation to make sure that I make it all the way to Shinjuku today. Thank you very much. Super quiet around here. This is some sort of, I think it's the Tokyo Waterworks, Water Bureau. So I think around here it's like a lot of university and offices. So on a Saturday, it's not the most lively place. But I think once we get a few more blocks down this way and we reach Tokyo Dome City, I do expect things to get way more lively. Beer money from Sweden. Good. Tack så mycket. Det är alltid trevligt med lite svenska pengar. And Justin Williams, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Thank you very much for your long-term support. As always, it is people like you and my long-time supporters here and on Patreon. You are really the people who keeps me motivated and you're the ones who keep this channel running. So thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. Let me check the map here. Yeah, Tokyo Dome City is just a block away. And then from there, after passing Tokyo Dome, I will aim for Kagurazaka. Lee Kremer asked, do you use coffee? No, I don't. I figured, I mean, from what I understand, it's basically the same as Patreon. So since I went for Patreon, it feels a little bit redundant to have coffee as well. Who knows, if I'm in a very good mood when I finish today's walk, and if I still have a bit of battery left, I might actually try to squeeze in a little Patreon only stream as well, because yeah, I haven't done one of those in a very long time. So let's see. I'm currently like feeling very Genki and like I'm ready to take on the world. So let's see if that feeling stays with me until Shinjuku. What's this? Some park? I don't think I've ever been here. Interesting, there's flowers in pots on the paved walk. Is that a typical Japanese thing to do? I don't know if it's a typical Japanese thing to do, but I think we talked about it on a stream not too long ago. Like, we do often see like people, especially people living in detached houses, they often try to make, even though they have very small plots of land, they do often try to squeeze in a bit of green. So yeah, you do see it from time to time. You don't want to use Super Chat anymore. I see. Ray says you could use this S21 for the Patreon stream as well. That's right. I didn't think about that, but yes, I could. However, my S21 is only like 60% battery now, and I'm like monitoring the stream on it, which kind of drains the battery quite a lot. So I'm not sure if it will be have much power left. But I do have a mobile battery with me, so yeah, we'll figure it out one way or another. The longest was around 2 hours, if I remember right. No, I think the iPhone 13 can do more than that. Last stream I did with Kyushu Live was 2.5 hours, and I think I still had like 30-something% left after that stream. So I think this phone can do like 3.5 to 4 hours when I'm not using the external mic. External mic uses a little bit more battery, but I'm not using that one today, so since there's no wind, I don't need it. No wind, just a little bit. Back in the clay, am I late? Nah, I mean, I started 21 minutes ago, so it's not so late. And this will be a long one today, so best is yet to come, hopefully. And here we have Tokyo Dome and the amusement park next to it. I wish I could walk through the beautiful gardens around here, but they're not open today. Or maybe they were, but they're already closed. So this is Suidobashi station down there. I'm next to Tokyo Dome City. Here we have a map. Here. I came from... Where did I come from? I came from this side, from somewhere around here, from Akihabara. And then I will continue this way towards Kagura-zaka. But let's take a little walk around here now that we're at Tokyo Dome City. It would be, I think, it would be a shame if we didn't take a little peek here too. Let's see, where do I... Okay, so I go up this way, nah? Naruhodo. And thank you. I got a super chat from, let's see, Takashi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Coffee demo arigatou gozaimasu. Domo domo. Any dams coming our way? I don't think there's any dams in the central part of Tokyo, as far as I know. So, wait, did I? Yeah, I want to be up here. Maybe I need to go back and take the stairs up. I'm lost. Yay. Feel free to celebrate the fact that I got lost. There's a few good dams in the outskirts of Tokyo. There's a few really impressive ones. But in the city center, I'm afraid we don't have any dams. Have you ever watched a baseball game in Japan? No, I've never watched a baseball game anywhere because I'm not interested in baseball. So no, I have not. How fluent is my Japanese? It's okay. It's... I don't know how to rate it, but it's decent, but not great, if that makes any sense. Arigato. I can't read your name, there's too many kanji, but thank you very much for the super chat. Don't even know if that's Japanese or Chinese. The day as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now I'm at the right place. This is where I wanted to be. Tokyo Dome City. Oh, Italian barbecue. Wow, looks kind of nice. Looks like you get your own chef doing the barbecue for you. That would be nice. Asante, you got a new job. Congratulations. That's great to hear. I hope it's a good one. I hope you will enjoy it. Omedetou. Congratulations. So here's Tokyo Dome. I think it said that there's a game going on right now. Seems surprisingly quiet for that though. But maybe they haven't started yet, but maybe they're about to start or something. It's funny, like when they talk about sizes in Japan, like when they're explaining how big something is, like a piece of land, like, you know, oh, in Dubai they're building a man-made island which is this and that big. In Japan they always use Tokyo Dome as the measurement, so it's like it's as big as 200 Tokyo Dome or something like that. So it's a common measurement, so I guess all Japanese kind of can relate to this as a reference point. Ah, look at those people on the what do you call it? The jet coaster. That looks fun. That looks fun. I will definitely come here with Minnie when she gets a little bit bigger. I will use that as an excuse to take her to this amusement park and ride all the fun stuff.そうですね、みんなピューディパイについてコメントとか書いてますね。彼のこと知ってますけど、あんまり見たことない。そんなに興味ない。でも最近ね、日本に引っ越してなんか大きなニュースにはなってね。I think I will just walk down this way because otherwise I have to walk around the entire Tokyo Dome and then walk back to this side, so let's just walk this way. Again, I don't want to take too many long detours to preserve my energy and to preserve the battery in my phone. People are taking photos here in front of Tokyo Dome. Here's someone really relaxing. Yeah, so many people were like, oh, you should do collaboration with PewDiePie. But I'm not interested in him and his or like his channel. I mean, it would be interesting to meet up with him, I guess, because he is such a celebrity, but he's like, yeah, in a entirely different field or a different world than me, and I don't really know anything about him. Okay, I guess I should go down here. According to this guy's sign, if I go down here, I'll get back towards the subway station, which should be the path I want to be on. Yeah, Tokyo Dome is a pretty cool looking building. I have to admit that. I've never been to any event there though. gain a lot of followers. Yeah. But, I don't know, maybe I should shoot him an email just for the irony of it and see if I get a response. It's not about the number of subs, it's about the quality of the subs. And I'm very happy with the quality of the subs I have now. I'm not sure if that would stay the same if a bunch of his subscribers came to me. Okay, so I think a little bit further down this way, and then we should get closer to Akihabara. Here we can also see a bit of Tokyo Dome over there. Collab with the Trash Taste Boys. I don't think I know who they are. I don't know. I don't really watch that many other YouTubers anyway. At least not like Japanese YouTubers. How's the weather in Tokyo right now? I think I did a weather check earlier, but I can do it again. It is now 24 degrees here, and it's very humid today actually. It has been raining a lot, so today is like surprisingly hot. Then it's gonna get colder again for a few days, and I think it's gonna rain again. But yeah, let's see here. 10-day forecast. You replaced the microphone. Yeah, today I'm just using the built-in microphone because it's not so windy. And I'm planning to walk for a long time, so I need to be careful with the battery. But on windy days, I use the external one, which is much better when the wind blows. So, by the way, since I'm not using it, I can show it to you. I have it with me in my little man bag. Let's see if I can dig it out. Yep. Here it is. Here's the mic. どこへ向かって知ってますか？あ、知ってます、知ってます。まずは神楽坂の方、その後多分早稲田の方と、最後は新大久保と新宿。そういうこれは今日の予定です。新宿まではできるかどうかはまだわからないけど頑張ります。 Pink shorts for today. Yes. Yes, yes. Today is a pink shorts day. Pink shorts and hairy legs. Sexy, sexy. いつも何キロぐらい歩いてますか？まあ日によって違いますけど、普通は多分7キロから15キロまで。長い方は15ですね。でも今日は分かんない。ここから新宿まで何キロだろう。So someone's asking how far it is or how far I walk usually, and I said it depends, but let's check how far it is from Shinjuku, from here to Shinjuku. Okay, from here it's just 5 kilometers actually, if I go the shortest route, which I won't. Beer time, yes, it's coming later. I've walked for an hour so far almost. Wow, time flies. I didn't expect it to already be on an hour. But yeah, now we're close to Kagurasaka. So let's walk up here. Do YouTube walks full time? No, this is just a hobby. I'm a photographer and I also work in the PR industry. But YouTube has been my hobby for the last 2 years, and it's been a nice little side income as well. But yeah, not my main source of income. So this is Iidabashi station down there. So a few blocks longer and then we turn to the right and we will be in Kagurasaka. Taking a Natsukashi route today, T. I've also lived in a guest house in Kagurasaka for a while before moving to Yoga Nakatama. Oh, nice! You lived in so many nice places, eh? I never lived in Kagurasaka, but I would love to. It's one of the nicer parts of central Tokyo, if you ask me. Let's see. No, we can't really see any landmarks in Shinjuku from here. It's a bit of a surprise, but yeah, let's walk down here. Very nice lights. I love these long shadows this time of the day. The Japanese people recognize each other. I don't understand the question. How do, I don't know, European people or American people recognize each other? I think it's the same way. Beer とビーフジャーキーは意外と合います。そうかな。 僕はビーフジャーキーあんまり好きじゃないけど合うかな。ありがとう。 Thank you very much Tracy for the generous super chat. So I think I want to walk this way. And then if I turn left somewhere here, I should probably, hopefully, make my way to Kagurazaka. I appreciate your live streams, especially over the last 2 years. Helped some of us to keep a bit of sanity. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. If that is what they've done to you, then I'm very happy. That means a lot to me to hear that people enjoy not just enjoy watching, but that they also find a little bit of, I don't know, relief through these troubling times by watching this grumpy man walk the streets of Tokyo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think yakitori goes best with beer. Yeah, I agree with that. Yakitori I like. And the combination of yakitori and beer in a small restaurant where people are talking loudly and the smoke is thick, that is definitely one experience that I was enjoying a lot before the pandemic. And now I'm not sure. Now I would probably prefer to sit outside, but yeah, either way, yakitori and beer is So there's a station here. I think it might be Kagurazaka. No, it's probably Idabashi. Yeah, Idabashi, which however is very close to Kagurazaka. So I think I just need to walk up this little alley here. Should end up where I want to be. Is that gonna be your new channel, Grumpy? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm that grumpy. I don't think I am. Some days I am. But today I'm not very grumpy. Today I feel more cheerful than grumpy. For sure. When are you leaving? I am leaving next month. Almost exactly 1 month from now until I leave. Beerと餃子合いますよ。そうですね。ビールと餃子は絶対合いますね。それは間違いないですね。Hey, Kagurazaka. Kagurazaka, yay. Here I walked with Lemmy about a month ago, maybe. That was a nice walk. Beer o'clock today, yes, back in the clay. There will definitely be a beer break today, finally. Oh, look! Here's a game center that still has the Sega logo. Huh. So there's still a few of those around them. Looks like it's mostly crane games though, which I don't care much about. Ah, Lemmy, you're here. Just as I mentioned you. Yeah, maybe I should walk down there. What was it called? Geisha Zaka? That you showed me last time. let me see. I'm muting the audio. 残念。どこでしたっけ? Was it down here? I don't remember if it was down this way maybe. We just passed 1 hour and we are almost at 400 viewers. Nice. やっぱり weekends are good, né? Then people have time to watch. Is it here? Or not really? No, guess not, but this street is also quite nice. Yeah, if we find an alcohol shop, let's do a nice beer today. Definitely. I do agree with that. Oh, was it here? Yeah, I think maybe this was the little street I walked with Lemmy. Did I ever do a walk in Yanaka? Yes, many times. There are many walks in Yanaka. I did one, I think the most recent one was the one I did with Yuka a few weeks ago. Yanaka is a very nice neighborhood. It's another one of my favorite parts of Tokyo. And that's good because now we will get back to the main street where I think I should be able to find a good beer somewhere. It's been an hour, so I guess a beer break is not completely out of the question at this time. And battery is at 74%. So that means that, 4 hours. If it's been down to 74% after 1 hour, that means that it should hold up for about 4 hours. Did you eat the instant ramen from Kyushu Live? Not yet. But I should. I guess I should. I need to get started on those if I'm gonna finish them all before I leave. 7 portions of ramen to indulge. I'm trying to keep my eyes open a little bit extra for a decent liquor shop. It feels like there has to be one around here.桜坂の雰囲気はいいよ。そうですね。この辺すごく雰囲気がいいと思う。特に夜、まあ東京全体的に特に夜が雰囲気がいい。でも昼も悪くないですね。
みたいなやつだって。
Nice sign. Ramen. Montana House. Kakuin. Here's some nice. Okay, it's an okonomiyaki shop, but they also sell vegetables. Interesting. Do you use mentaiko mayonnaise? Not yet. Not yet. I have to admit, and sorry Nick if you're listening, but mentaiko is not something I'm too fond of. I mean, I can definitely eat it, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. And I honestly never use mayonnaise at all at home. So, need to think of a reason. Need to think of something to put it on. You thought about your leaving Tokyo priorities? Is there any pre-nostalgic things you're planning to seeing or doing? Not really, because I don't really think of it as like completely leaving Tokyo. Like, I will definitely come back here at least before the end of the year for a while, and also in the future, hopefully once or twice per year. So I don't know, it's not like, you know, I can't do any of those things. It's just that Sweden will be the base for the foreseeable future, but yeah, Japan, I guess it's a way for me to make the whole move a bit easier, because a hard goodbye to Tokyo would be impossible for me. I prefer to not think of it in that way. Yeah, when I was here with Lemmy, we bought some bento here. Yeah, nice ukulele music. I hope this cover won't trigger the copyright ban hammer. That would be unfortunate. $430 viewers, wow. This is cute. I don't think I've noticed this guy before. Good job, Ray. Good job. Let's see. What's you guys saying? Where is this? We are now in Kagurazaka. Kagurazaka in central Tokyo. How is it difficult to live in Tokyo? Good question. It's not so difficult. It's a very livable city in many, many ways. I guess the biggest challenge is like language and cultural differences if you're not from Japan. But other than that, yeah, it's a very nice place to live. Yes, David, there was a rude person who got banned. As rude persons are not welcome at my channel. They should go watch something else if they don't want to be nice. Like I said before, I think of this channel as kind of inviting a bunch of friends to my house. Everybody's welcome, and everybody who wants to are welcome to stay. But if you come to my house and you're rude, then you will get kicked out. Simple as that. So let's walk down to this Oshare shrine now that we're here. Santoso, what happens to your visa when you leave? When I decide to leave permanently, I will but for now it's more like a trial thing. At first, need to make sure that this job is for me, and that I enjoy living in Sweden, and same from the rest of my family, of course. They also have something to say about it. So yeah, for now I will keep it for a few more months, but then I will either give it up or not move to Sweden. Those are the two options for longer term. So beautiful, this very fashionable shrine. What's your favorite konbini brand? I don't really have a favorite. I don't think they're not that different. They're the same to me. What about your Italian dream? Yeah, that's also, I don't know, that's still lingering. I don't think I will move to Italy, but by the time I retire, it would be definitely nice to have a summer house or something in Italy. That would be wonderful. So now let's walk through these narrow streets through the residential part of Kagurazaka. This is the part I really like. Let's see, what else are you saying? Yeah, if you do watch this and you enjoy it, then clicking the like button is a great way. Simple but great way to show your support.まあそうだね、ロシアとウクライナの問題ですね。まあ基本的にはこのチャンネルでなんか政治的な話はしたくないですね。でもまあもちろんその問題はみんなすごい心配してますね。早めに終わらせたい。How are black people treated in Japan? I'm not black, so I'm not the right person to answer that question, but I'm sure you can find more suitable channels or people online who you can ask about that. Here's a nice little local chicken, tori chicken shop. Super local, nice. So let me just check the map just to figure out where I am. Yes, okay, I'm on the right track. Good, good, good. How long did it take you to speak basic Japanese? Well, I went to school for a year, full-time language school here in Tokyo, and I would say after that year I had a kind of basic level of Japanese. I could communicate with people in a way that felt somewhat meaningful. Then I've also been studying a lot on my own after that, and also of course you pick a lot of things up by just living here, and I've also taken some online courses at universities. So yeah, it's difficult to say, like, it's not like one day you just wake up and suddenly you get like an achievement that you reached a basic understanding of Japanese. But I would say a year of full-time studies is what I would consider minimum. I love this little park here. It is kind of sad, but this awesome slide kind of makes up for it. Unfortunately, I have a friend who lives nearby here, and she told me that the people living around this park, they're not so happy with people coming here, hanging out in the park. So we were kind of like thinking about having beers in that park one time, but she had been like told off for doing that previously, so we didn't. Ah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't try the slide. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Ah, McGuffin. Been a while since I saw you in the chat. Welcome. Sad park rating. Yeah, I would say 3. I would say that park is a 3. Without that awesome slide, it would be probably a weak 2 or a strong 4, depending on if higher number means higher sadness level, which I guess it does. But yeah, that slide makes up for it. There's a Godzilla slide in Kurihama. Wow! I guess I should go there at some point then. That sounds pretty awesome. Which part of Tokyo is this? This is Kagurazaka. Kagurazaka, and we're heading towards Waseda right now. So, kind of central northwest, like northwest from the Imperial Palace, you can say. And I started today's walk in Akihabara and plan to end it in Shinjuku. I'm actually surprised. I managed to cover quite a lot of ground already. Wait, is this a liquor shop or is it a bar? Ah, okay, it's Martini Burger. Right, I've been here. It's a pretty decent burger shop. Honeydew, devil's meat, or devil's, not meat, devil's beef. Interesting name. Is it Tokyo's #1 burger, as I'd say? It's good. I haven't been in quite a lot of years, but it's been quite hyped up, and I think it has indeed topped quite a few rankings like that. But I think I've only been once or twice. Yes, I'm pretty much walking along the Tozai line right now. That's right. How hard is it to get a haircut in Japan? There's hairdressers everywhere. So in that sense, it's pretty easy, but some of them might require a bit of language skills. $444 viewers. That's a good number. That's a good number. Good number. あ、ちょうこちゃん、ありがとうございます。久しぶりですね。ありがとう。スーパーチャット。神楽坂って街。面白いね。そうですね。いい街ですね。Don't want to have a beef with the devil. Yeah, that's right. That's probably not the good idea. Oh, lots of airplanes. I guess it's the kind of wind conditions that make them all fly over central Tokyo today. That new route that they started a few years ago, which made a lot of people very upset, because suddenly central Tokyo had lots of planes flying over it on quite low altitude, so it's very noisy for a lot of people. Is this temple? Probably. Huh. Don't know this place. Let's walk up here. I think this should take us to Waseda Dori, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Which is not a terribly exciting street, but these side streets too are kind of quiet and not terribly interesting. Now they're playing 6 o'clock song here. So each part of the city, they all tend to have a bit different times when they play this chime. I think 5 o'clock is the most common, but some parts play it. I think some areas they play it at 4 o'clock, and now I just heard it to mark that it's 6 o'clock, which is kind of unusual. Thank you, Ray, for the encouraging words. And yeah, everybody, clicking the like button is a very easy way for you to show support. So please do it if you haven't already. Okay, so now we're at Ushigome, which is the name of this part of town, which, let's walk down here. Let's see, here's, okay, so now we're actually in Shinjuku already. So here we have a map. Kagurazaka here, walked this way, now we're here, Waseda is down there, and then Shinjuku is actually, yeah, down somewhere here. So we're not far away at all. Maybe I'll make it to Shinjuku at around 2 hours instead of 3 as I initially expected. We'll see. But yeah, that leaves more time for beer drinking, so it's a good thing. Now I really want that beer break though. There's lots of convenience around here, but ideally I want to find like a place where I can get a nicer beer. But then again, many conveniences have decent beer too, so. Beer desire rising, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm quite sweaty, so, you know, that means that it's time for beer. It's sticky. Ray, wow, 17 months. That is a long time of very kind support and for many heroic days of service as a moderator. Thank you so much, Ray, for being with me for this long. I hope you will stay for another 17 months or more. Burger now, burrito non-alcoholic drink. Yeah, actually a burger would be, I could definitely have a burger too. I'm getting a bit hungry. Let's see, where are we now? Okay, we are getting close to Waseda, that's good. It's good. And then I guess once I get there I should start heading a little bit more south and take aim for Shinjuku. Ebisu Butamen. Nice sign. Oops, that was not intentional. Sorry about that. Sorry to make you dizzy. Brandon, welcome. You are 1.5 hours late, but don't worry, because I still have quite a bit left to walk, so we're not getting near the end of this stream yet. Hong Kong Kitchen. So Waseda is also, here's Waseda Station actually. Waseda is also student area because Waseda University is one of the top universities in Tokyo. So there's lots of kind of student-friendly restaurants and stuff around here. But again, since it's weekend, it's quite quiet. Wave Zero coffee, powered by coffee. Smells very nice, freshly roasted coffee. But I actually just had my third cup of coffee for today before starting this stream. So no more coffee today. Nice little local vegetable shop. So here's Waseda Station on the Tozai line. Yeah, there's lots of good microbreweries in Sweden, for sure. But out of the big brands, yeah, I don't really think the Swedish big brands are very good. I prefer Danish beer over Swedish beer in general. But yeah, I think we have plenty of interesting microbreweries in Sweden. I really think Create is such a weird name for a drugstore chain. Sounds like they should be selling, like, I don't know, artists' tools or like stationery goods or something. Not like medicine. Another local vegetable shop. There's plenty of them here in Asagaya. Or not Asagaya. Here's a liquor shop. However, it looks like their beer selection. Yeah, their beer selection doesn't look too inspiring actually. Zannen. Rockaway Siren, 16 months. Thank you so much. Thanks for getting me through the pandemic. Thanks for getting me through the pandemic. So let me check the map here. At some point I do want to head south, but not yet. Seems like I should walk a little bit further this way and then turn to the left. And I will be on a good track towards Shinjuku. There's actually a park coming up soon, so maybe I should, let's see, maybe this Konbini has a good beer selection. Since it's a student area, I thought maybe they have more alcohol than usual in the convenience stores here too. Not terribly exciting beer shelf, no. That's too bad. What's this? Craft IPA, 7%. I guess this would be. Even though it's Suntory, so it's not terribly interesting, but I just want to drink beer now. this like self ready. I don't know if I can buy my beer here. Maybe I can.
商品のバーコードをガラス面にかざして登録してください。
Yeah, I knew it. They don't allow you to buy alcohol in these. Okay. Beer ghetto. This cloud looks a bit worrisome. It is actually forecasted to be rain a little bit later today or tonight. I hope, but it said it's gonna rain like at 10 or something. So I hope it's not gonna start too soon. Unfortunate. Is it difficult to find a Rion beer in Tokyo? Not really, no. Most liquor shops has it. Kanpai incoming, absolutely. 私もビール用意しました。ああ、よかったね。ありがとうございます。Talk, drinking and talking incoming. Absolutely. Absolutely. And let's see how many viewers we will lose during my beer break, because I always lose viewers during the beer breaks. But that's how you sort out the high quality viewers. They're the ones who stay with me during my beer breaks. Those who leaves are not as high quality. Shinjuku rainy night. Shinjuku is very nice during rainy nights actually. Toyama Koan. Maybe we can have the beer there. Also, I don't think I've actually been to this shrine up here. Let's have a look. It looks quite inviting. So let's check it out now that we're here. And then there's a park nearby where I can probably have my beer. Stairs, lanterns, lush trees. Very nice. Very nice place this. Is it allowed to drink in shrine parks? Yes, I mean shrines are closely connected to sake and alcohol, so there's no taboo in that sense about alcohol at a shrine. But there might be, use common sense. Some places may not be appropriate maybe for drinking. I'm not planning to sit down here at the shrine with my beer, but beautiful building. Yeah, big, definitely a big shrine. Never been here before. Wonder if they have some nice matsuri or something. Very nice, especially this time of the year with the trees and everything. Is it allowed to drink alcohol in public places? Yes, it is totally fine in Japan. There's no social stigma around it, and there are no legal issues either. Let's take these stairs down. Current battery level 60%. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So yeah, the iPhone 13 Pro Max definitely has a good endurance battery life wise as well. I wonder if there's an exit around here. I think so. Looks like there's some stairs there. Thank you, Brandon132, member for 5 months. That is also a nice length. Thank you so much for your long-term support. Thank you. So yeah, let's walk down this way, which, if I am not mistaken, should take us towards Shinjuku. Slowly but surely. Las Vegas, it's okay to drink alcohol in public. Yeah. Is there anything that's not okay to do in public in Las Vegas? I've never been there, but it seems like a pretty crazy place. OnePlus dumpling. They have lunch for 500 yen. Gyoza teishoku, 500 yen, which is like, with the current exchange rate, is like $4. The yen is so cheap now, by the way, which is nice, because that means that since the vast majority of my viewers are based in the US, means that the super chats and everything are suddenly 25% more worth it. So that's great for me. Ah, Yamaguchi-san, you're back from your walk. Otsukare-sama, where did you go today? I'm not too far from your part of town now. Let's cross here before it turns. So third dash of today's stream. So let's check out this place, Toyama Park. I'm not sure if I've been there, but hopefully I can have my beer there. Well, maybe I should walk this way. Let me check the map. No, this... Yeah, I should actually walk through this park. Okay, let's do that then. Let's cross here. It's not a lot of traffic, so... So, Toyama-kon. Oh, over there we can see, that's one of the high-rises they're building in Shinjuku. So we are starting to see the goal for today. First, let's have a beer break somewhere in this park. Which actually makes sense because now the weather is kind of boring and the light is not very nice. So if I spend some time here, that means it will be dark when we get to Shinjuku, and Shinjuku will look much more beautiful than what it does right now. Perfect. Alex, enjoy the beer. Loving your works from 2020. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you, Rockaway Saren. One beer is never enough. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Should we make 2 beers today, maybe? It's not entirely out of the questions. Wow, lots of kids playing here. Nice park. Oh, you went to Philosopher's Park again. Yamaguchi-san. Ine. It's a good one. I should go there again soon. This is the first time in this park for me, actually. Nice, it's a pretty big park. And lots of, oh, nice, lots of benches for introverts. I still think those benches are so hilarious. Why didn't they make them bigger? So that groups of people can sit there instead of just one by one. I guess Japan is promoting being introverted. Second beer can be in the Patreon live. That's a good idea, Ray. That's definitely a good idea. Yeah, I think Patreon live might happen today. 可能性が高いね。Also plenty of cones here. Let's walk up here and see. Maybe I can find a seat up here somewhere for my beer break. Wouldn't that be nice? More introvert benches. Stops the poor homeless from camping out. Yeah, I guess that's the sad explanation why they do it like that. Oh, what? Am I not allowed to have beer here? Oh, okay. It's just no drinking alcohol in groups. But I'm not in a group, so then it's okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, let's beer break here. Yeah, I worked for pretty much 2 hours. So I think I deserve a little break now. We're at 381 viewers. Let's see, will we still have 350 by the time I finish this beer? Do I have 350 high quality viewers with me today? Let's see. Kanpai! Good strong one, 7%, so quite a strong beer today. That will make the rest of the evening even more joyful, I think. pretty quiet here. Some people passing through, but not very busy. Okay, let me put the camera down on the tripod and rest my arm for a little while I scroll through the chat and answer some questions, maybe, if there are any. If there aren't, feel free to ask whatever you want in the chat, and I will try to answer. However, please read the FAQ in the video description first. Okay. Good or bad beer? Good beer. Good beer. Not great, but good. I would say 3 out of 5. So a strong 3. I never drink from the can. I prefer a glass. So do I. I actually prefer. I don't think drinking from a can is very tasty, but it works in a pinch. When did you learn to drink alcoholic beverages? When I was in high school. That's when I started to learn about the joys of being drunk, and also the not so good side of being drunk, as I often drank way too much back then, and had horrible hangovers many times. Yeah, when I was in high school, that's when people around me and myself started drinking alcohol and have parties whenever we had a chance. Okay. What else? Kabukicho is waiting for you. Yes, I will walk through Kabukicho soon. Is there any fancy graffiti on top of the stone cones? Not fancy graffiti. There's like, what does it say? I think it's some song, some kind of like song, and yeah, finger play or dance. Kana? I'm not sure though what this is, but this looks like it could be a song or like a rhyme or something. あと何日日本にいますか？あと1ヶ月。来月の真ん中ぐらいはスウェーデンに戻ります。Already lost 80 viewers. Yeah. 80 low quality viewers. Don't worry. Did your wife find a job as well? No, she will come later. So for the time being, she's keeping her job here in Japan until her residence permit is processed. So I'm doing the first kind of test in Sweden, but they will come visit me as well. And then if everything goes according to plan, we will probably unite in Sweden in the winter, and then my wife will figure out what to do there. She's probably not gonna look for a job. She's probably gonna start her own business. But is there any Scandinavian beer in Japan? Yes, we do actually have quite a few Scandinavian craft beer companies being quite popular here. So I think the most well-known one is probably Mikkeller, which is a Danish brewery. They have a couple of shops here. Then there's also Omnipollo, which is a Swedish craft beer or microbrewery. They also have a few shops here. So yeah, there's those. Probably more than that, but yeah, those are the ones I come to think of right now. Why is Japan less populated? I don't understand the question exactly, but if you're talking about the population decline in Japan, I think it's because it's very difficult to combine your job, your career, with also raising a family. This country is quite difficult in that regard, so that would be my guess. But I don't know. That's just a guess. That's my impression now. 夕方のスクリーミング大好きなので、なるべくたくさんお願いします。そうですね。まあ平日の夕方はちょっと難しいですね。小さい子供がいるので、平日はあんまり夕方時間ないけど、週末はまあできるだけ。僕も夜のストリーム大好きだから、この最後の1ヶ月間頑張ります。How hot is it there? Yeah, it was 24 degrees when I started, but that was a while ago. Let's see, currently it says, how many degrees is it? Currently 23 degrees. How do you profit off your photography in Japan? You sell to local media companies. Several different ways. I have a portrait business, so individuals can contact me to have their portrait taken for like families, or before the pandemic I did a lot of people coming here on trips and honeymoons and things like that. So that's one way, which used to be quite profitable before the pandemic, but now obviously without any tourists it's suffering. But I did do a photo shoot last weekend and I'm doing another one next weekend, so I do still have some photo shoots happening. I've had actually quite a few the last couple of months. It's been a surprisingly steep increase in the number of requests. Then I also do a lot of work for various media companies, both in Sweden and Japan, and other countries as well. Some of you maybe know the company Visco, VSCO. They have a pretty popular app and some popular filters. They just contacted me a few weeks ago, wanted to buy a bunch of my photos for some commercials that they're gonna do. So that was great. I've been working for them a couple of times before as well, on commission. I did a job for them in Osaka a couple of years ago, for example. I do work for various newspapers, magazines, things like that. Yeah, I guess that's it. And then what else? No, I guess that's covering most of it. Konbanwa with me Japan. Hello Yuka, good to see you here. Good to see you last weekend. It was very nice hanging out. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up my beer break soon because now I'm starting to lose too many viewers. Also, there aren't that many interesting questions coming, so I take it you don't use an iPhone. I do use an iPhone. My stream is from an iPhone and my second phone is this Android phone here, the Galaxy S21 Ultra. So I have the best of both worlds. Is your wife comfortable moving to Sweden and the culture change? Can she speak Swedish? So my wife is Japanese, but she has lived in Sweden before. She speaks Swedish and she's very fond of the Scandinavian culture in general. So yeah, she is totally cool with moving there. If the tourism is booming again in Japan, would you reconsider to go back and build your career in Japan? I mean, the tourism will be booming in Japan. I am counting with tourism being back before the end of this year. But I mean, I'm not moving. We're not moving because of the pandemic and because there's no tourists. So that's not really a factor in the whole equation. But of course, I do know that once tourism is back, I can have a very comfortable life here in Japan doing photography. So basically, life in Sweden needs to be better than that in order for us to actually make the move 100%. So yeah, we have two different options, and both of them are good in their own way. But for the sake of our daughter, I think life in Sweden would be preferable. But that's also not black and white. There are certainly certain positive aspects of living in Japan and raising a child in Japan, even though it's difficult. It's definitely more difficult, but it's also a safer environment. Yeah, for now it's fine. When she gets a bit older, I think Sweden has the upper hand because I have more faith in the Swedish education system. But my daughter is not even 2 years old yet, so we have plenty of years left until she starts school. And also, like, the first year of school, the first 3 to 5 years in school, I think would be fine here in Japan. But it's once she gets a bit older, then I think Sweden is definitely better. Do you have a link to your portfolio? Yes, but I only share my identity with my Patreon supporters, so I cannot share my portfolio here because then I would also reveal my identity. However, it's not terribly difficult to figure it out if you are good at Googling. Let's leave it at that. It's becoming night. Yeah, it's getting darker. Absolutely, it is. It is getting darker. Let's see. Another hairy leg reveal. Hairy leg and pink shorts. Yay. Let's see, what else are you saying? Is this a park? Yes, it's a park. The date move to Sweden has been decided. Yes, I am going there on June 15. Have you seen the movie The Northman? No, I have not watched any movies in the last, I don't know, 2 years. I don't think I watched a movie since my daughter was born. That's how little time I have, and whenever I have some time to spare, I tend to go on live streams. So 7% is a bit stronger than normal one, absolutely. I just know that your wife has lived in Sweden before. Did you two meet there? No, we did not. Oddly enough, we actually lived very close to each other about 15 years ago. Yeah, about 15 years ago. We were living very close to each other, but we didn't meet there. We met on Tinder 4 years ago, here in Japan. I don't know how much independent thinking Japanese education promotes. Exactly, and that is the big problem. That is one of the main reasons why I don't want her to go through the entire education system here. However, I do think that that can be largely offset by, what happens at home. So even if the school don't teach her independent thinking, I think growing up with a dad like me and a mom like hers, I think she will learn to think independently. But yeah, that is a big concern of mine when it comes to the Japanese education system. Pink shorts reveal, yes. viewers. Oh, we actually gained a few viewers. How rare. So for those of you who just joined, thank you. We're currently, I've been streaming for 2 hours, so I currently have a little beer break here in a park. And once I finish this beer, which is almost consumed, I will head down to Shinjuku, where I'll wrap up today's stream. And I think I will do a Patreon only stream after this. I might eat while doing my Patreon only stream. Maybe we will, yeah, maybe we can do a little mukbang, Patreon only mukbang. And for those of you who don't know, at Patreon you get to see my face and who I am, so I'm a little bit less concerned about privacy when I do the Patreon only streams. So if you think that's interesting, then maybe consider joining me there. The link to my Patreon is in the video description. In Tokyo, better in schools. I mean, more foreigners are open-minded, less bullying. I think so. I think so. But and there's of course also a lot of international schools in Tokyo. But the thing is also, like, when you're a Swedish person like me, the idea of paying a lot for a school feels kind of wrong. International schools, especially in particular, are super expensive, and you know, she can get a world-class education in Sweden for free. So that's definitely, you know, a strong argument for Sweden. How are the sunsets in Japan? I don't think they're dramatically different from sunsets anywhere else. They can be quite nice, but unfortunately we didn't see much of the sunset today. 15 years ago. Yeah, she was living in Sweden when she was a university student. And, you know, now, yeah, we're 40, so it's been a while. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of funny that we didn't meet back then, but we made up for it now thanks to Tinder. Yay! Tokyo seems to be a safer city than Stockholm. Yes, it is. It is. However, I don't think Stockholm is terribly dangerous, but Tokyo is definitely safer in many ways. It is. Okay, I finished my beer. Let's get moving. Bye-bye, beer. There's a trash can over there. How exotic. Yeah, Sweden. I mean, Sweden is not dangerous, but I think Japan is unique. Safety in Japan is definitely not something that you can find easily anywhere else. Usually stay home at night. Yeah, because usually on weekdays my wife works full-time. I work mostly from home, so I'm the one who picks up our daughter from the nursery. And when my daughter is home, you don't have a spare moment of peace and quiet. And also she needs constant attention. So on weekdays, I mean, I guess technically I could go out streaming once my daughter is asleep. But the thing is that I'm just so sleepy in the evenings that I don't have the energy for that anymore. Yeah, those of you who have kids probably know that having a small child is indeed quite demanding. It's a lot of fun and it's super awesome, and I wouldn't, you know, yeah, I don't regret it for a second, but it is also exhausting and it limits the time that I have to do other things. Even if I live in Japan, in Italy, I think that living in Japan would be more nicer. What do you think? Well, I think the grass is always greener. No matter where you live, you think that things are better somewhere else. And I've lived for so long in Japan, and I've always told myself that when I have a child, I want to move back to Sweden. Now I have a child, so now I'm moving back to Sweden. Then if that doesn't work out, or if I figure out that it's not actually better there, then I'll just come back to Japan. That's the good thing. You can always change your mind. Is there any chance for a house tour? No. I prefer, I don't know, I value my privacy. So I'm not planning to do a house tour. Sorry. Here's a nice little danchi with some flickering lights. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, rockaway siren. I guess once they get older, you kind of get something in return. I'm looking forward to that. But for the next 15 to 20 years, I expect that most of the energy I put into raising my child will not be immediately returned to me. But that's fine. That's how it should be, right? Kyushu Live is also streaming. It still is in a good position there. Yeah, right. Kyushu is quite far west compared to Tokyo, so no wonder. Let's see, which way should I walk here? Let's see. Okay. Looks like I should walk down here and then turn left. Oh, it smells food. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, there will most likely be a food intake during the Patreon only stream. So we are, okay, I'm getting close to Higashi Shinjuku. Naruhodo ne. I see, so that's where I am. Wonder if I can I walk up here? Shinjuku Kuritsu Toyama Senior Katsudokan. Okay, it's some sort of, I don't know how to explain it, some sort of senior facility for the residents of Shinjuku around here. 取れないかな? あ、通れるかな? Let's see if we can walk through here. These danchi are pretty big, pretty old too. I wonder if these are rental apartments. Probably. Yeah, most certainly they are. They're probably owned by either Tokyo or Shinjuku. It's funny, like, I always lose a lot of viewers when I have my beer breaks, but then I also frequently have people asking, are you gonna have a beer break? Are you gonna have a beer break? It's impossible to please everyone. So this is the equivalent to like low-income housing in Japan. However, it's, I don't know, I think it's quite nice actually. I like danchi. I like danchi areas. I think some of them actually have like limits, like if you earn too much, you're not allowed to live there. had a nice walk today. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. From Akihabara to Shinjuku. It's quite a good walk. So that's Shinjuku Dori, or not, I don't know the name of that street, but it's at least a street that goes down to Shinjuku. Let's continue on these smaller local streets. Dinner soon, yes. I will eat. So after this stream, I will do a Patreon only stream, and I will eat during that stream. So there's still time. If you want to watch that, you can still join me on Patreon. There's still time for that. Link is in the video description. It's very nice public housing. Yeah, I think so too. This is, I mean, it is a bit old, this one. But what I like about the Japanese public housing is that it's often has a lot of greenery around the residential buildings, which you can't really take for granted in more expensive housing, weirdly enough. And yeah, you can basically recognize the public housing with these numbers. When you see buildings that has these numbers on the side, that means most certainly that it's public housing. Also, let me change. Now that it's getting a bit darker, I'll change to the main camera since it's a little bit more light sensitive. So current battery status is 47%, and we streamed for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And it wasn't even fully charged when I started. It was like 91, 92%. So yeah, iPhone 13 Pro Max, definitely good battery life. Can you go to a Chome something address without the help of Google Maps? No. Basically, there's usually no like logic behind those things. So if you don't know where Nichome is compared to Ichome, you won't know. So basically the Japanese address system really is not very intuitive. Oh, so now we're at Okubo. Shinjuku Okubo Nichome Ichi. So we're close to Koreatown, but I think I will skip Koreatown tonight. Is this housing UR? It might be UR. I'm not sure, but it's I would say it's quite likely, but not all danshi are UR as far as I know. So UR, for those of you who wonder what we're talking about, UR is this burger. UR is this kind of government-owned housing program. So usually when you rent an apartment in Japan, most cases you're renting from a private landlord. But UR is this program where you can rent the public housing like this one. And the difference is quite big actually, because when you rent from a private landlord, you often have to pay a lot of fees. There's something called key money, which is like a mandatory gift to the landlord. But with UR, you don't have to pay that. with UR you only have to pay a few months of deposit, and that's it. Let's see, I think I want to go down this way actually. I shouldn't have gone this way. So with UR I think you have to pay 2 or 3 months of deposit, but when you move out you will get that back as long as you haven't damaged anything in the building. With private landlords you also have to pay a deposit on top of this key money or gift, but I would say the likelihood that you get all your deposit back if you're renting from a private landlord is smaller compared to if you're renting from UR. And that's what I've heard from my Japanese friends anyway. So this is actually Okubo. Shin-Okubo is down there. So this is Koreatown Street. I guess I should, because this street is a bit boring. I guess I should head a few blocks down this way and then turn. That will make for more interesting. UR is less complicated and more reasonable. Yeah, I think you can say that, but your options are quite limited. And most houses are like that, like big residential buildings. So if you want to live in a smaller building, then you might have a hard time finding that through JR or UR, sorry. Very much like Tokyo night streets. Yeah, so do I. I keep saying this over and over again, but I really think Tokyo is the most beautiful at night. It's not a very beautiful city in the daytime, in my opinion, but at night, thanks to all the nice lights and colors, it really shines, both literally and figuratively. My UR in Chiba was 1/4 of the cost of my private condo in Tokyo. Yeah, but that was probably because it was in Chiba versus Tokyo, because Chiba is much cheaper than Tokyo. But also, yeah, UR is generally cheaper, at least a little bit. There would be more copyrighted K-pop song if it streams through the Okubo alleys. That's right. That's right. We have to be careful about that. We have to be careful. Yeah, and another good thing about UR is that they won't discriminate against you if you're a non-Japanese. Because private landlords tend to be very xenophobic. Many of them don't want to rent out to non-Japanese people. But with UR, you won't have that problem. So that's a good reason to consider UR if you're looking for a place in Tokyo and you're non-Japanese. Lovely lights. Indeed, indeed it is. Wow, 400 yen for bento. That's very cheap. Looked like they only had karage though. Where are you heading? I'm heading down towards Shin-Okubo station and then down to Shinjuku station. So what is UR? So we just talked about that. That's the public housing in Japan. You can Google it. You are. I even think they have some information in English actually.今日は長いね。そうですね、ケンモジさん。今日はね、ちょっと久しぶりに長いストリーム。まあ、前回のストリームも2時間半だったけど。そうね、でもそれ以外は最近そんなに長いストリームしてなかったね。時間ないからね。人生は大変ですよ。忙しすぎる、毎日。毎日仕事もあるし、小さい子供もあるし。Will you fly back to Sweden if it gets into war with Russia? Yes. I would fly back to Sweden and make sure that my mom could come with me to the safety in Tokyo, if that happens. So, I have to do a little shout out here because this... So, this, my friends, this is the language school I went to 12 years ago. Thai Japanese language school. That's where I studied for 1 year when I first came to Japan. And it was a very good school. If you are looking for a language school in Japan, I mean, I don't know the quality now, so I would advise that you check it out, but yeah, take a look at them because it was very good back in the day. Oh, here's another streamer. So let's walk down here maybe. Hey, そうですよ。人生は大変ですよ。時間がないよ。できれば毎日こういう長いの夜のストリームやりたいんですけど。無理です。School for foreigners. Yes, usually Japanese language schools are for non-Japanese. I don't think Japanese people go to Japanese language schools. Is this Okubo? Yes, it is. It is. We're walking through Koreatown. It's lively. It's a Saturday night, so no wonder there's lots of people out and about here. Let's hurry through this copyrighted music zone to make sure that we don't get in trouble with the YouTube copyright gods. Especially now, since it's such a long stream, it does take forever to remove the audio if it's necessary. can really appreciate how tall she is during this moment. How about this? That's more like a bird's eye perspective. But I'm not that tall. I was just using the fact that I have a extension to my gimbal. I am taller than the average Japanese, that's for sure. Now I'm holding the gimbal at eye level. So this is my real height. Now we're approaching Kabukicho, the red light district of Tokyo. We are getting close to Shinjuku. Another, what, 5-10 minutes maybe? And we will be at Shinjuku station. By the way, pause for a second. Okay, so maybe that was the first glitch during the stream. Isn't it mind-boggling the difference between the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13 when it comes to how stable the streams are? If I was trying to do a stream like this on the iPhone 12, it would have been glitching so much during these 2.5 hours. So here's the shady Love Hotel area in Kabukicho. I should be a little bit careful around here when it comes to who I point the camera at. Funny, Oslo batting center. What does it have to do with Norway? I wonder. Probably nothing. Also, glares are much less. I don't know. Are they? That would be a nice bonus, but I don't think so. But maybe. Yeah, maybe it's not as bad as with the iPhone 12. external battery, I have a 6-hour live stream. Yeah, that's definitely possible. That's definitely possible. I mean, I have an external battery. I could plug it in now as well if I needed to. So I could definitely go on for quite a long time. So let's go down this way. Kabukicho is lively as ever. Saturday. This is quite an iconic sign as well. Iconic sign and iconic view. How far in kilometers or steps have you walked from the start of this stream? Good question. Good question. Shall we check? Let's see how many steps, how many kilometers have I walked today? Sorry, I get a little bit distracted when there's so much people around, so I kind of forget that I also need to talk to my viewers. But I'm sure you're just enjoying the views anyway. You can have a look at Godzilla up there. It hasn't tracked my Android phone hasn't tracked my walk at all. Let me check if my Apple Watch has been any better. Yeah, so here we have some stats. However, I didn't start this. Shut up, Siri. So I didn't start this tracking at the same time as the walk, so it's actually a half an hour longer. But I walked 7.5 kilometers. Let's see if we can get the number of steps as well. No, it doesn't show the number of steps. Here you have a better view of our friend up there. Yeah, the Yakuza games. I haven't really played them much. I played like one of the first ones a little bit. But then I haven't really played them much. They seem pretty cool though. I just don't have time to play any games these days. Are you hungry? Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. I will eat soon. I will do a mukbang Patreon only stream after this. I don't think each step is 1 meter. Even though I have long legs, I don't think it's 1 meter, but yeah, I don't know. We are getting close to Shinjuku Station. It's just down here. Hand reveal, yes. Who is this man? I don't know. I'm a grumpy Swedish man who likes to go on walks. That's who I am. Do you live somewhere around center? I live 10 minutes from Shibuya by express train, but in the outskirts of the city, so quite quiet area, which I enjoy. Consider some curry. Yeah, maybe. I mean, curry is nice, but it's not terribly interesting in my opinion. I'm kind of tempted to see if I can get permission to film myself eating sushi, maybe. Wouldn't that be more interesting than curry? I mean, curry is just basically sauce and rice. Not terribly exciting. So, wow, it's very busy around Shinjuku Station, eh? Grumpy 40 years old man, yeah. So let's head up to the south side of Shinjuku Station, where I will wave goodbye to you. And then I will take a little break, try to figure out what to eat, and then I will do a Patreon only stream soon. So for those of you who still haven't joined me on Patreon, there's still time to do that if you want to join the Patreon only stream today. If not, then yeah, I will see you again soon during my next stream, I guess. Yeah. Quite busy around here. It almost feels like pre-pandemic times, but maybe that's just because I haven't been much around here. It was probably way busier in pre-pandemic times actually. Japanese prefer Samsung phones over iPhone. No, that's not right. That's not correct. Samsung phones are not very popular here. iPhones are way more popular. When will Japan lift mask mandates? There's no mandate. There has never been any mandate. People just think that it's the safest thing to do, so we wear them. Yes, Lucas Mihara, it was good to see you. You haven't been around much recently, so I'm happy that you joined me today, especially since you had such a personal connections to many of the places I passed. Again, this, I mentioned it before, but this is one of my favorite buildings in Shinjuku. I think it's really cool. Shinjuku いいなね。新宿はね、夜の新宿は特に好きです。I'm quite proud of myself that I managed to make it all the way to Shinjuku. That's a bit of an achievement, Akihabara to Shinjuku on a Saturday night. But I hope you enjoyed this walk as much as I did. I had a great time, and despite the fact that the super chats were a bit underwhelming, I felt motivated to push through to the end. Yeah, it's been a good one. It felt like a kind of nostalgic kind of walk that I used to do quite often, like last summer when I was streaming almost daily and energy into my channel. So Shinjuku Station. I guess I should wrap it up at the classical place overlooking the train tracks, because that's where I usually tend to end my Shinjuku walk. So I guess I should do that today as well. Most surprising is that there's no signal issue as well. Yeah, again, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is impressive. It doesn't let me down. And also the Rakuten network is very solid in central Tokyo. So thumbs up for that. Thank you, Charlene Williams. Thank you very much. I guess someone got the point. Thank you so much for the generous support. It means a lot to me. The dog that hates you. Thank you. Motivation get. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The financial support a good motivation. The more you pay, the more you get from Apple. From Apple? Yeah. From YouTube, you mean, maybe? Because you didn't stop at a cafe. So yeah, we are reaching the goal just as we're getting close to 3 hours. So I think this is the longest stream I've done for quite some time. Definitely the longest one since I came back to Japan after my last visit to Sweden. That's for sure. But I would probably also say that it might be one of the most enjoyable streams I've done since then. Oh, thank you, Tony G, and thank you, Nick McMillan. Thank you so much. Loved your walk in Stockholm. Thank you. Yeah, there will be more walks from Stockholm soon. There will be more walks from everywhere. It's another month of Tokyo walks, and then it will be a bit of a change of environment. But hopefully you will continue joining me on my adventures. A lot of people are chilling here tonight. Shinjuku Station, South Exit. It's been a long stream today. Yeah, it has been a long stream. It has been a long stream. Long and good one. Long and good one. Thank you everybody who joined me today. And like I said, I will wrap things up here. I will take a little break, figure out what and where to eat, and then I will do a Patreon only stream shortly after this. So make sure to keep your eye on the Patreon page, as I will post. Like I don't have my computer with me, so I can't make the link in advance. So I first have to start the stream, and then I will post the link on Patreon. So yeah, sorry for that. It's a bit clunky, but basically I need to bring a computer if I want to prepare it in advance. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. I think I will try to stream tomorrow as well, but I'm not sure if I can do it, but hopefully. Okay. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye. Hej då. Auf Wiedersehen. Mata ne. Let's do that with the ultra wide. There we go. Hej då. Bye bye. Mata ne. Auf Wiedersehen. Vi ses. Tschüss. Bye bye.